Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing nothing but a vast, empty blackness where the glowing white sphere of the moon used to be. For all of human history, the moon has been our constant companion, lighting our way at night and acting as a giant clock in the sky. But what if, in the blink of an eye, it just vanished? Most people think the only thing we would lose is a beautiful view and some moonlight, but the truth is much more terrifying. Without the moon, the Earth as we know it would begin to wobble, our oceans would go quiet, and the very rhythm of life would be thrown into a chaotic spiral. Today on Futurixia, we are exploring a world without our lunar neighbor to see how the disappearance of the moon would change our planet forever. The first thing you would notice is that the nights would become pitch black. Without the moon reflecting sunlight back to Earth, the only light in the sky would come from distant stars. While this might be great for astronomers, it would be a disaster for animals. Many nocturnal predators, like owls and lions, rely on moonlight to see their prey. Without that soft glow, they would struggle to hunt, while prey animals would find it much easier to hide. This would cause an immediate collapse in the food chain across the planet. But the darkness is actually the least of our problems. The real chaos starts with the water. The moon's most important job is acting as a giant magnet that pulls on Earth's oceans. This is what creates our tides. If the moon disappeared, the tides wouldn't vanish completely, because the sun also has a slight gravitational pull on our water. But they would shrink by about 60%. The massive rhythmic movement of the oceans would suddenly slow down. This is bad news for coastal ecosystems. Millions of creatures, from crabs to sea turtles, rely on the tides for feeding and breeding. Without the regular rise and fall of the sea, many of these species would go extinct almost overnight, causing a defunct ocean environment that could no longer support the variety of life we see today. But the most frightening change would happen to the Earth itself. Right now, the moon's gravity acts like a stabilizer for our planet. Think of the Earth like a spinning top. Because the moon is there, the Earth stays tilted at a steady angle of about 23 degrees. This tilt is the only reason we have seasons. If the moon were gone, the Earth would start to wobble violently. Over thousands of years, the planet's tilt could change drastically. We might tip over all the way to 90 degrees, meaning the North Pole would point directly at the sun for months at a time. This would create extreme weather, where half the world is a frozen wasteland and the other half is a scorching desert. Life would have a very hard time adapting to a planet that can't stay upright. The disappearance of the moon would also change the very length of our days. For billions of years, the moon's gravity has been acting like a subtle brake on the Earth's rotation, slowly dragging against the planet and slowing us down. Without that friction, the Earth would start to spin faster. This wouldn't happen instantly, but over a long period of time, our 24-hour day would get shorter and shorter. A faster spinning Earth means much more violent weather. We would see constant, massive windstorms reaching speeds of over 300 miles per hour. These winds would flatten forests, destroy buildings, and make it almost impossible for tall trees or large animals to survive on the surface. Humanity would also lose its primary shield. The moon has spent billions of years taking hits for us. If you look at the moon through a telescope, you see thousands of craters. Many of those were caused by asteroids and space rocks that were headed straight for Earth, but were pulled in by the moon's gravity instead. Without our lunar bodyguard, the Earth would be a much bigger target for space debris. We would likely see a massive increase in meteor impacts, turning our planet into a cosmic shooting gallery. Beyond the physical changes, the loss of the moon would be a psychological blow to our species. The moon has inspired our art, our religions, and our first steps into the stars. It was the destination of the greatest journey humans have ever taken. To see it simply vanish would be a reminder of how fragile our place in the universe really is. We would be left on a dark, wobbling, storm-lashed planet, mourning the loss of the light that guided us for millions of years. The good news is that the moon isn't going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, it is actually moving away from us at a rate of about 4 centimeters per year, roughly the same speed that your fingernails grow. So while the moon will eventually be much further away, We have billions of years to prepare. But thinking about a world without the moon helps us realize just how perfectly balanced our solar system really is. We aren't just a rock floating in space. We are part of a delicate dance between two worlds that makes life possible. The disappearance of the moon wouldn't just be the loss of a light in the sky. It would be the beginning of a total transformation of our world. It teaches us that the smallest things, even a rock 200,000 miles away, can be the difference between a paradise and a wasteland. We owe our seasons, our stable climate, and even our 24-hour sleep cycles to that silent partner in the sky. Thank you for joining us on this speculative journey here at Futurixia. It's amazing to think how much we take the moon for granted until we imagine it's gone. If you enjoyed this what-if scenario, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next jump into the possibilities of the future. What do you think would be the hardest part of living on a moonless Earth? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your theories. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and stay curious about the universe around you.